What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the M Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Christian, and as always,
Danny, I haven't perfected it yet. I haven't even
I'm sorry.
thought about it yet.
I'm like you. If you're watching this on YouTube, you see his hands go up with like a spear finger thing. Danny,
Do I really do that? I haven't noticed. I have not noticed
you
that.
literally just did that right now.
Danny.
But normally, you're just like, you look like a dead corpse, just saying Danny, and you just smile. You like that awkward picture.
You know, I don't know how to introduce myself really, actually.
Yeah. I guess I could understand that because I'm doing more of the energy at the beginning.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm fucking here.
Where do I go?
Where do I go? Shit. But how have you, how's your week been, man? Workout wise, obviously.
Workout wise, it's been good.
Yeah.
Went 6 days this week.
Nice.
Yeah, 6 days. I was like, how many days are in the week? Stupid. Went 6 days this week.
Dumb bastard.
Food has been good. Eating has been on point.
Nice.
Have not dropped any weight.
Still?
Still have not dropped any weight.
That's crazy.
So we're dropping the calories this week, which just so happens the week that I'm going on vacation, which we will get into in a little bit.
Right.
So we're going to see how the fuck this week plays out. Because we are out of time, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, there's no time for error. There's no room to fuck around right now. And hands up, I haven't been putting in as much effort as I should have.
Right.
You know.
And where do you see the effort lacking? Obviously, the food's not lacking. Or,
Right.
like I said, I don't know. You could say you've been eating clean.
But I'm the only one that actually knows.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're the one.
You know.
Who knows, obviously.
So I would say the food's been good like 90%.
Right.
There are those days where I run out of food and I don't have time to meal prep for that day before I go to work, and I'll go out and I'll grab a bite, but I'll track what I eat.
Right.
And I'll make sure I'm still hitting those same numbers or as close to those numbers that I can.
Right.
Whether that mean I go to fucking Pete's and get a salad with some chicken, or I go to Chick-fil-A and just get the grilled nuggets with nothing else on the side, just the fucking nuggets themselves, which are good. But if that's what it means, then that's what I try to do that day.
Yeah.
But I try to make those not happen as often.
Yeah.
I try to make sure that I have enough food cooked for the week. But sometimes I think I have enough, and it's just not enough.
Right.
But we're going to drop down the calories this week, increase the intensity.
So does that mean less food now?
Yeah, less food.
A lot less food.
A lot less food.
Shit.
I'm not going to tell you guys how much it is. A lot less food. A lot more cardio and moving.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a goal metric of calories burned for the day that we're going to try to hit every day.
Would you want to share that or no?
Just
to burn calories.
Yeah, usually I've been burning, and this isn't accurate at all, you know.
Right.
It's according to the watch and stuff like that. It tells you how many total calories for your entire day you've burned. And lately I've been floating around anywhere from like 3,200 to 3,500.
Right.
Total burn calories. We're going to try to push that up to 4,000 calories total burned, which I've done a couple of days this week.
Nice.
But that includes me doing like 15,000 steps and doing like a big hour-long HIIT cardio session, which isn't a big deal, but it's just very taxing.
It's very time-consuming.
Time-consuming and taxing on my body, you know, because the next day I wake up like, fuck.
Yeah.
And now with being on even lower calorie, it's going to take a bigger toll on my body, I think.
Right. Damn.
But that's what we have to do. It's only 10 weeks. 10 weeks until the show, 12 weeks until the wedding that I have to go to. Well, not let me rephrase that. Wedding I get to go to.
That's true.
I'm very grateful that I get to go to the wedding. It sounds like a burden, like the wedding I have to go to. No.
Yeah.
wedding I get to go to, and I'd like to look nice for that, you know.
Right, right.
So, what about you?
Haven't gone this. I went Saturday and today's Sunday, so I went today. I haven't gone the whole week. Besides that, I fucked up my back last Sunday. Went to Snapshot City. Took a little stroll drive over there. I was working out with you actually.
Yeah.
Did rack pulls.
Yeah, we were doing back.
And once I went up, I don't know, it just felt weird that day, but I kind of block out that like, kind of take it easy a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went up, and now this is the third time where I snapped my back to where I felt the pop, I heard a pop, and now the whole week it was just pain. Sitting down, me sitting right now is hurting.
Yeah.
Make my neck hurt. To bend over, the beginning of the week was pain. Couldn't even do it for the first 2 days. It was painful. But other than that, it's like I'm now coasting. Now it's getting a little better. Got tight because we did the run at the gym.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason why I got tight. So it's been tight for like an hour or two now. But it's not bad. It's like still bearable than the fucking first 2 days. Because, man, that shit was fucking, it was nasty. It was just bad. And I still went to work. Didn't take no break. Still went to work. Still was picking up my daughter. No problem. Obviously, I was in pain while I was picking her up, but I was still picking her up. So,
yeah.
It's just the shit I have to do.
Yeah, I don't know how, obviously, you only know how much pain you're in, right?
Yeah.
Same way I only knew how much pain I was in when I fucked up my back.
Yeah.
But for you to, if it's anything compared to like how I was feeling, and you still managed to go to work and everything like that, hey.
Well, my pain, I understand my pain tolerance is high.
Right.
Because I can't take any like Advil or any pain medication.
He's
because
allergic.
If I take it, I'm gonna die basically. Like I'll have a really bad allergic reaction to where my face swells up, my lungs start swelling up first, and it goes from the inside out. And I realized as I got older, it got worse. So once I take it, it could hurt me a lot more. So that's why I'm just like, so the pain that I've been having, I've been growing up with migraines and shit like that.
Right.
So I had to deal with that without any pain medication. So it got to that point where headaches that would bring people down for a day, I would still have to go through my whole day with that. And then when I would hurt myself and shit like that, still going through the whole day.
Because you can't take it.
Yeah, because I can't take nothing. So like I said, like, and then my brother said it a long time ago when we were younger. I'm very accident prone when I was younger too.
Okay.
So I would hit myself and shit like that, whatever. So eventually the pain tolerance started to just keep on going up and up and up. So like I said, right now I could be at a 8 or a 7, but for somebody else, it could be like a 12 or a 13.
Yeah.
And it could just be bringing them down. But like I said, it's a good and bad, because at some points where I'm just like, I really need to take a break, I don't take a break.
Yeah.
I just keep on going. And I say, fuck it.
Or you can't, you know?
Yeah. Either I can, or just, like I said, I say fuck it sometimes. Majority of the time. It's like, hey, if it kills me, it kills me.
Right.
But right now, I'm just going to keep on going. We're going to keep this truck rolling. So.
But you did lose 10 pounds.
Yes. Weirdly.
From the last time that you checked your thing.
No working out. Eating clean because she cooked for me. Not super clean this whole week, but clean for not going to the gym.
Yeah.
And somehow I lost 10 pounds. Fucking weird.
I don't know. The last time that you checked your weight, was it on a Saturday or Sunday, though?
Sunday.
Sunday, too?
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, 10 pounds.
Take
but
it.
no,
Fucking take it.
I'll take it.
Just take it.
But no body fat change. I'm still 36% body fat.
Yeah.
I lost 3 pounds of muscle. So that's a boo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I don't know, guys. Like, every week we come here and we try to tell you guys, we try to be as open and honest with you guys as possible. And you guys are seeing us if you're watching the videos. Like, there hasn't been much change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, if you go to the beginning.
If you go to the beginning.
Well, if you know, seriously, if you go to the beginning of our episodes, and I have just for shits and gigs, it's like you could tell, like, our faces are round. You could just tell we're out of shape.
Yeah.
And then from then to now, it's like as we get older, we still evolved ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to improve ourselves every day still. It's not like we're not doing anything, you know? And we're definitely going more now than we did in the beginning of these, of the podcast.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm not going to lift my shirt up, you know? Like, I right now, at this time of the year, it should be to the point where I look like I did back in fucking 2018, 2019, or 2017. You know, it should be to that point. Because we've been telling these lovely people since day one, and we have not committed to that, or we have not gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, we commit, but then there's always something to where just like we go back.
Yeah.
It's like we take the 3 or 4 steps forward, but sometimes we just get knocked back 5 steps.
Yeah.
And it's like, it sucks.
But that kind of leads off into a conversation that we were kind of having yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. And you want to kick it off, or do you want to?
Yeah, it was you coming to my house to see the baby because you haven't seen her since she was basically born.
Right.
So you came to the house to kind of see her, and then we started having a conversation. I think I started it to where I don't know if I want to still do this competition.
Yeah.
The summer shredding.
Right.
To be on stage, to obviously take off my shirt, have the tan and all that shit.
Yeah.
And we started talking that, should we still do this? We'll go to support.
Right.
But should we be on stage?
And let me just clarify, like, this isn't us quitting our weight loss journey or anything like that. And we're not quitting. Just put that out there.
We're still,
as of right now, we're still.
Yeah, as you heard from what he said, he's going to decrease the calories he's intaking. I'm going to go back on a strict diet, go back to the gym more.
Right.
It's like, we're not stopping.
We're not stopping. But the one that we were supposed to do is the championship.
Yes.
It is the end-all, be-all of Summer Shredding 2024.
Right.
It's going to be the best of the best. And if we don't feel that we can deliver our best selves.
Literally by the end of September.
By the end of, in the next 7 weeks or so, mm-hmm. I don't feel I deserve a spot on that stage.
Yeah.
Especially it being the championship.
Yes.
Where there's going to be people that have been dedicating the entire year or have worked their ass off to qualify in one of the previous shows of this year just to go back again at the end of the year to compete. And it almost feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
To step on that stage with them knowing that we did not give 110%.
Right.
Not quitting yet. Not quitting. I'm not even going to put quitting. No. We're not quitting.
I don't want to quit.
I don't want to quit.
I want to do this. It's like it sucks that we can't be where we want to be right now. But at the end of the day, it is our fault.
Yeah.
We're putting in the time, we're putting in the work, but we're not putting in the dedication that we should.
Some days we'll go in there and it's just, we're just hitting the stuff just to hit it, you know?
And then when some days we're just eating something where we're eating clean 2 or 3 days, and then that 4th day it's just like, it's just one donut.
Right.
It's always that just one kind of fucks us up.
Yeah. So, when we started this podcast, we said that we were going to be open and we were going to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'd like to continue to do that. So, which is why we're telling you guys that this is what the reality of the situation is. And this is what the reality is for a lot of times when people are trying to lose weight or get in shape.
Yeah.
Or anything,
It's like there's always a time where you just want to quit. And it's like, yeah, you could keep on pushing, but there's always that voice.
And there is always someone out there that has it harder than you and they're still putting in the work, but at the end of the day, you are your own person, and the stuff that you have going on in your life is, I mean, if it's too much for you, then it's too much. You know, the gym sometimes has to take a back step for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that being said, you know, everybody does and can find like a good 30 minutes to go do something.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to try to do. You know?
Yep.
You know, I have the group chat with Jackie, Alexis, and Fernanda.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all trying to get in shape. You know, we're all trying to
That's good.
do that. So we're all trying to motivate each other and support each other. And every day we do like a little gym check. We'll send each other a photo of us at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Or if someone doesn't want to go to the gym, we try to push them to make sure they go. And it's been helping. But sometimes, like, you have to find it within yourself to just go without anyone else's help or anyone else's push.
Yeah.
Or you have to put in that work when nobody's watching. Because a lot of the times, like, I'll think I'm working hard in the gym, right? But then Andy walks in. And then I give, like, another level of intensity that I didn't even know I could bring.
Yeah.
Until someone brings it out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to bring that out myself. Which sometimes I think I'm doing it, you know. But then when you have like someone else there to just push you that little extra farther that you wouldn't have been able to push yourself, it's like a whole different animal. And you have to try to reach that level at all the times.
You literally have to go to sometimes a dark side, a dark place in your mind just to get to that level. And it's like it's a bitch when you get there. But man, the work out there, it's good. It's awesome.
And a sip of my tea. Fucking mouth was cotton. But so we're not giving up. But
no,
this is the reality of the situation. You know, we don't have any fucking time to waste.
Yep.
And it doesn't help that I'm going on vacation at the end of the week. So do you have anything else to say before we jump into?
No, it's one of those, like you said, we're not quitting, but like how he said, shit like this happens where you're just like, you want to quit. I literally told him yesterday, I don't want to, like, why am I going to do this? I'll go with you to support you. But it's like, I want to just be with my daughter all the time. Like, I just want to lay with her. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, the workout thing, I'll still do it. I'll still eat a little clean. But why do I want to push myself to that 110%?
Yeah.
And then I start thinking, too, it's just like, sorry. I start thinking, I'm just like, okay, if I'm not willing to push myself this much, and I look at her and I'm like, why am I going to push her? When that time comes, when I need to push her. It's like, if I, at some point, wasn't willing to do it, why at some point I want her to do it?
Right.
So it's like, that's why I went to the gym last night at fucking 11:30. Didn't get home till 2. And I even told myself while I was at the gym, alone, no one was there, not a fucking soul. But the bar next door, fucking popping with like 200 people. But I was the only one in the gym. And I literally told myself, I'm like, man, you got to try. You have to go on stage. You have to look the best that you can be. And that's why I told you today, I was like, I'm going to try. I'm going to really, really try. Yeah. I want to try.
Because yesterday, it looked like you had made up your mind about not competing. Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. I literally told you, I'm like, all I want to do is just lay with her and then just obviously talk to her and play with her when she's up. That's all I want to do. But like I said, I went to the gym and that fire of like I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to tell her when I say, no, you need to push yourself. You need to go hard. You need to do your best. And then I look in the mirror and say, wow, you didn't even do your best. And you're telling your own daughter to do it?
Right.
What kind of a person are you? That's why I'm just like, nah, I ain't quitting. I ain't going down like that. I'm going to put that bitch mentality away, put him in this dirt, and I'm going to try to push. And I'm going to just go. I'm going to keep on going.
Yeah.
And even after this, I'm still going to keep on going. Because you got to.
Yeah, definitely. So that kind of leads into like going to this trip. You know,
Yeah.
we're going to the Ozarks, which I've been before. Nice place, fun, a lot of things to do. And I'm gonna try my best to stay on track while I'm out there. I'm gonna bring some meals with me. I'm not gonna bring every meal with me. I'll probably have dinner with them, and I'll just have breakfast and lunch, stuff that I bring or stuff that I make, because we're staying in an Airbnb, so we'll have a kitchen. And there's a pool where we're staying.
You got them do laps.
So I'm gonna try to do some laps or something, or try to go on like a fucking run in the morning or whatever, because I know I'm gonna be up before everyone else.
Yeah.
I just naturally am. I'm always up before everyone else. And obviously, we all want to take advantage of all the time that we have there. So they'll probably be getting up a little early. I just have to get up earlier and do some type of workout in the morning.
Either get up earlier or save it all, and then you
stay
do it
up
all at
late
night.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be doing a lot of walking, you know, and stuff like that. So I'll get my steps in. But I want to make sure that I'm moving and I'm getting exercise and I'm still eating within my calories. Or depending on what they want to do for dinner, I might just save every single calorie I have until we go to fucking dinner. Probably like a protein shake or something in the morning, some egg whites or some shit. And just save the rest so that I can still spend the time with them and enjoy like dinner with them or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's only gonna be 3 days. Oh, wait, we're going Friday and we're leaving Monday. So it's only a couple of days where I have to try to really stay on track while I'm not here.
Yeah.
And that'll be like the test to see if I'm really dedicated.
Yeah.
You know? Because if on day one I just start fucking like, oh, where are we going? Pizza? All right, fuck it, let's go. Then if I don't even have the discipline to stay on track for a couple of days, then how can I expect to get anywhere with this competition or anywhere with anything else?
Right.
So we're going to see. I'm going to be sending you guys, if I'm working out, you know, my meals or whatever. And hopefully it's all good, you know.
Hopefully you can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah, hopefully you can. Remember, at the end of the day, it's you versus you. You're your only enemy.
So, but it's going to be a good time. You know, I'm going to have fun. I was hoping to look a lot better by the time we got there. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, you had 3-4 weeks of just the same results. Just fucking nuts, dude. It's super nuts.
Guess I've been eating like exactly at maintenance.
Yeah, which is weird.
You know.
Because it's already...
And I guess my body's getting used to the amount of movement that I'm giving it.
Yeah.
So I just got to eat less and move more.
Yeah. Oh, you working out with Andy today, do you feel like you went a little harder than usual?
I mean, not today specifically because...
He was out of it too.
He was out of it too.
Me. Yeah.
But yesterday when I hit the cardio session after I left, that was a good one right there.
Nice.
And the last one that I did, those were like top tier.
Nice.
Like I had nothing else to give.
Yeah.
You know, left it all there.
Well, shit.
So just gotta give that every single workout. You know,
dude, it sucks. I'm not saying this is like the dieting is hard. Putting in the time to cook and shit like that, it's all hard. And then putting in the time to go to the gym, 30 minutes on the stairs. Like sometimes, dude, I'm like, music does not do it. A movie does not do it. I'm like listening to reels of David Goggins or of like...
That is so funny. I'm not that.
What?
I saw something. It was a reel of like it was a little chihuahua.
Yeah.
Right. And there's like the caption. It says me listening to all my saved reels and TikToks of like David Goggins and everything like that while I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
And the little dog is shaking and it's like, who's gonna carry the boats?
Dude, it's like it's weird. He literally puts that dog mentality in you.
Yeah.
In your mind, you're just like, fuck, Let's go. Let's keep on going. Dude, I was going to do 10 minutes on the stairs. Somehow it turned into 22 minutes.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well do 30.
Well, I already did 15 minutes on the walking. And then I'm like 22. I'm like, all right, cool. I got to piss like a motherfucker. I've been having to piss like at minute 15. And I'm just like, all right, I got to go now. So I just I ran to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm glad no one was there because I was running like a fucking a weirdo, fucking all legs, all all noodles and shit. Dude, I was just and then I cramped up. My back of my thigh wanted to cramp up as I was fucking taking a piss. I was just like, this is pain.
At that point, you just gotta sit down.
I was already pain. There ain't no sitting. What am I gonna stop it, turn around, and go? And then it's all sweaty. I'm all sweaty, so it's gonna be like take off everything as it's rolling into each other.
Oh, you hate that shit.
I was like, man, I'm just gonna just fuck it.
But yeah,
You ever just like one of those where you're just like, Jesus, take the wheel? It's exactly what happened. So, but yeah, dude, it was like I said. We're still gonna try. It's gonna be a bitch, but we're still gonna try.
Because
sometimes you guys gotta find that too. Just go like just YouTube shit, YouTube things that will like push you to keep on going.
yeah, whatever that thing is, that's gonna get you to that point. You know, just find it and hold on to that thing. You know.
Yeah.
Because for me, fuck, dude, it's like I don't know. I don't know what that thing is. Sometimes.
No.
I just have to hold on to myself. Pause.
Jesus.
I don't know. I'm in such a mellow, calm mood that like
go into the dark place, bro.
That's the thing though. There's no dark place
Put
anymore.
yourself there. You need to there's a Pandora box in you. You just gotta open. You gotta find it
somewhere.
You really have to find it
because like I don't. I'm content, you know.
No, like
I'm good.
No, there's something in there. You just don't want to let it out.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, you got to find that Pandora's box, and then right when you open it, you'll feel like the fucking workout is. You can be this workout's bitch.
You know what it is though? What if there's no closing it?
There is. There's always that little light. You have to find it. There's always that good that you have to go back to. Like, you know what? I put everything that I had. I killed myself. I was willing to hurt myself, and now I could cool off. I'm cool now, and that's when you close it. That's when you tell yourself, like, I'm good. I left it all there. I didn't bring nothing home.
Yeah.
I didn't leave it. I didn't take it with me. I left it there. I left it in the gym. I left it for somebody else to pick up and take that shit to the garbage.
This is funny. Like this is how I'm thinking about it, or how I'm putting it. Don't laugh. You know the Vampire Diaries?
Right.
Okay, so those vampires have a switch where they can turn off their emotions.
Right.
Right? In the show, whenever they do it, somebody has to kind of be that person that can flip that switch back for them. Because they won't just naturally flip it back on, you know? It's got to be either someone they really love, their fucking girlfriend, or, you know, somebody.
It's always a girl, right?
So it's usually always a girl.
Yeah.
In some cases, it's like the best friend or whatever.
Right.
And that's how I'm kind of putting it. Like, if I flip that, I don't know who the fuck can turn it off. There's no turning it off.
Yeah.
At least that's how I'm thinking about it. I'm
right.
just like, I don't know if I get to that point, I don't know where it leads.
Yeah. And some people, now thinking about what you're saying, some people may not even understand that. It's like, may not even understand the whole why have to go dark to work out like that? Right. Why have to go dark to push that stuff out of you? And it's like, it's a really big different thing. Because you could be working out. You could be having a good workout.
Right.
But you pushing yourself to that one extra limit would be determining if it's going to be a good workout or a great workout.
Yeah.
To whether your shirt's going to be just a little wet or soaked.
Yeah.
And
you know, go ahead.
Oh, it's just, You kind of made me forget about it. You
Yeah.
bitch.
Probably a good thought, too.
Right. Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to transition over to the other thing from last week. But if we can continue to talk about this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Speaking of like things that have been getting you through your workout, I be listening to the most random shit while I work out sometimes. As I've told you,
Right.
I'll have a podcast going. I'll have just anything. It's never really motivational shit. The last couple of years, it's never anything that's like hardcore
Yeah.
and like beating or stuff that's gonna get me fired up.
Yeah.
Except for a couple of weeks ago, I was listening to music again. So last week we spoke, and I saw It Ends With Us.
Yeah.
Right.
The movie.
And
You listened to. You
so-
were listening to
let me
these?
let me land. First of all, thank you to everybody that was liking the videos. I'm sorry for the people that had to go through certain things while they were watching those movies or that resonated with what happened.
Mhm.
But we were getting a lot of love on those. We had a couple more followers on TikTok from all those that were reposting and
Nice.
stuff. So thank you guys. And again, I'm sorry you had to go through that. But, when I get into something, when I find something that I kind of enjoy, I deep dive into it.
Right.
Like, same thing happened with Twilight. Laugh at me all you want. I enjoy the movies.
Enjoy. You fucking love those movies.
I love the movies.
I love the movie.
Except for the first one.
Really?
I like the first one. Every time I rewatch the series, I skip the first one.
What? Really?
I
Out of all the movies.
I always skip the first one. Unless I'm watching it with somebody that hasn't seen them before, I'll start them off on Twilight.
So you go straight to the second one.
I go straight to the second one.
You're not a true Twilight fan, bro. I'm not saying I am one, but I'm just saying
You're like,
You're
I watch them
watching-
in the correct order.
if you're watching a series, you watch them from one to end. Just like
I agree, but I don't know. I've read all the books.
Mhm.
I've listened to all the audiobooks multiple times. I have the visual guide. You ask me anything, I'll probably know it. That's not what this conversation is about. I'm just
fucked
saying
up.
I deep dive into shit
Yeah.
when I enjoy it. And I enjoyed the movie. So I was like, you know what? I enjoyed the movie. Let me go back and let me listen to the audiobook.
Right.
Audiobook is free on Spotify.
Nice.
If you have Spotify Premium. I didn't know you only get a certain amount of hours to listen to audiobooks on Spotify.
Do you?
Yeah, you only get like 15 hours a month, which you can finish a book. Most books of that size are only like 10 or 11 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get there. I listened to the book, and I enjoyed the book. I think I enjoyed the book more than I did the movie, which I think is what a lot of people
As usual.
are saying.
Right.
I'm glad that I went into the movie first without having had read or listened to the book, because I was able to enjoy the movie for what it was.
Right.
The book gives you so much more, like so many more details. There's a lot of differences in the way that things happened. Like the scene where they're cooking and he backhands her in the movie happens a lot different in the book. It's similar, same things happening, same premise, except he burns his hand. He's washing it. He's mad because he has a surgery the next morning, and she's laughing because it's a funny moment. She's like, "Oh my god, like I can't believe you're that silly. You just fucking
Mm-hmm.
I told you not to grab the shit. I told you la la la." You would think that they've got that relationship where like you can playfully banter with each other. He looks at her, he fucking smacks her and shoves her the fuck. Like he's like, "This isn't funny, like I have a fucking surgery tomorrow." And in the book, she knows that he's being abusive, which
Yeah.
they kind of changed it up in the movie. Obviously you're adapting the book. You're not fucking making the book into a movie. You gotta change things up. But they cut out so many key things from the books into the movie. Like there's a lot more scenes with Atlas. There's
The guy who
the-
the childhood love.
Yeah,
Okay.
her boyfriend. There's a lot more scenes where like you can see why his name is Ryle. I got his name wrong last week.
Oh, okay.
Ryle. why he was so jealous. And again, as I'm reading and I'm listening, I'm not reading the book. I'm like cringing because I'm like, I think I fucking acted this way before.
Damn.
Like, not the
beating the shit
not
out
the
of
beat
her.
the
I'm sorry. We shouldn't laugh at that. But
like
like, what do you mean?
like the jealousy shit again, dude. Because he was mad because like everything that happens kind of the same. You know, they fight in the restaurant and everything like that, except for in the movie, like she has journals and she's writing about her past, and she's writing in great detail how she felt about Atlas, things that happened in their past. You know, their first kiss, the first time they had sex. You know, all this stuff, and he ends up finding these journals. He reads all of them.
Right.
He, you know, there's a lot of things that go into it, little things that she still has, the tattoo, there's a magnet, you know, a bunch of stuff, the number, and just him hating him so much because she shared a part of herself with him, and she still holds on to that he'll never be able to compare to, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
And just the hate that he kind of has because he knows that that they shared something that he could never compare to, pretty much. And I feel like I've felt like that in the past, and it fucking makes me want to fucking smack myself for acting so fucking stupid in the past. Jesus. Or something.
Yeah.
Because it just like kind of hit. I'm just like, oh my god, dude. I'm like,
is that me?
I'm like, did I really fucking say stupid shit like this before? Did I fucking really dislike somebody that I have no fucking reason to dislike just because they shared something with someone that I'm with now?
They shared,
you know?
chemistry.
Yeah,
kind of?
you know?
Yeah.
And for a second, it really fucking made me hate myself. Like,
so,
who I was
hold
before.
on. Because there's, I could say the same thing happened to me. But when you would get jealous like that, would you see it or would they talk about it and you're just like, you talking about it just makes me
It was kind of both, you know? So like I didn't just blatantly dislike the person for whatever. It would always come up in something and I'm just like, why the fuck are you still talking about this shit?
Then that's the thing right there. Women kind of do that. I feel like they poke the bear a little bit. Because Diana has done this too, where she just talked about it, but she kept on talking about it. That same little key where, that key word where you're just like, why do you keep on saying it like that? Like, and then you're like, then your fucked up mind starts going still like him or something? Then you say it.
I'm like, why the fuck do you keep talking about this shit? You know, like, now that's not what happened in the book. You know, she wasn't talking about him. She hadn't seen him in like 9-10 years.
Right.
He just couldn't face the fact that, you know, she shared this with somebody else, and because the first time they see each other in those like fucking 9-10 years is when they see each other at the restaurant, and then she's never like talking to him or doing anything, you know, but so he was just jealous just to be fucking jealous because he was toxic, and they really show how much more of a angry person he is in the book.
Right.
By the way he's speaking, by the way he's acting. There's some times where he like fucking pushes her up against the wall and it's like choking her.
Nice.
I mean,
not nice, but
you know, if you're into that thing.
No. All right.
But
move on.
He was to a point where like he didn't trust her.
Yeah.
Even though she gave him no reason really to not trust him, to trust her or whatever. And I didn't get to that point, but I did. Like, I had a lot of trust issues.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to fucking make excuses for myself or whatever, because sometimes, you know, they gave me reasons to doubt them, but a lot of the times it was just my own insecurities.
Yeah, it was a lot of my own, but they still did. You know? They still said some shit where you're just like, why you keep on talking about it for, dog? What the fuck?
But in the book, like, there's so much more of Atlas, or so much more of showing how good of a person he is, and like how he just cares about her so much.
Yeah.
And the book is a lot better.
Yeah.
But that got me through most of my workouts. I listened to all the book,
Nice.
listened to it while I was working, listened to all of that. And then I was like, man, I need more. I need to know where the story goes from here. I need to know if she ends up with my boy. So, like, the second book is also on Spotify, which is
Nice.
how I found out that Spotify only gives you 15 fucking hour credits of listening time
Yeah.
because it stopped, like, right in the middle of the book.
So you haven't finished it?
I finished it. I bought more fucking
Damn.
more hours of listening time
Shit.
because it wouldn't my
See, and that's fucking annoying too.
go ahead.
Cause we're already paying for this
know.
shit a month, and you're gonna still put. Cause there's some Star Wars books I want to read.
Yeah.
Like I'm reading. I don't know if anybody knows. If anyone's a fucking Star Wars geek, kind of. General Thrawn.
Yeah.
And I started. He's three big books. They're
Okay.
about 15, 16 hours long, something like that. And I read the first one. I'm like, man, I'm fucking hooked. I had to fucking find the second one because they don't have the second one or the third one on Spotify,
Okay.
but they have other Star Wars books that are locked. And I'm like, how the fuck do you get any of this? Dude, I still don't understand.
Yeah.
So I just started looking on other websites.
I think you have to go on the website online
Yeah.
to do it because I ran out of credits and it wouldn't have my credits would not have reset for like another 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I can't go 2 weeks without knowing what the fuck happens, you know?
You leave it. Sorry.
I'm like, that's got to know now. So I'm like trying to figure this shit out.
You stop work.
I stopped working out, or I think I was at work. I was on my lunch break. So as I'm walking, I'm like fucking doing research. How do you get more credits on fucking Spotify? La, da, da, da. You know how much an extra 10 hours of credits is? My Spotify is $10.99 a month
Right.
with Hulu.
Right.
An extra 10 hours of listening credits is $13.
See, hold on. I'm gonna say this. Your dumbass paid for
And
it
I
still.
paid for them because I was hooked.
So you can't even get mad
I
at it.
can't get mad, but I can get mad. That, like,
I'm gonna get mad, but I'm gonna be mad. Listen to this.
I'm gonna be mad while I'm finishing the book. So I listened to the second one. Really good. So that one's a lot different because every chapter switches perspectives. Chapter 1 is Lily. Chapter 2 is Atlas. Chapter 3 is Lily. Chapter 4 is Atlas. Back to back. Boom, boom, boom. And they have a male and a female voice.
Right.
You know, the male for Atlas, the female for,
Yeah.
for the other one. So that one, their story continues pretty much. Her baby's about 2 years old now. They've been divorced. He's still angry as hell. He's still delusional as hell, thinking they're gonna get back together. She ends up with Atlas. He finds out. He is mad. But he fucking pins her up against the wall. He's fucking.
They're not even
They're not
together?
even together anymore. And he's
Damn.
that mad.
Still beating the shit
He's
out
still
of her?
beating the shit out of her.
Is she okay with it? Fucked up.
And then he goes to confront Atlas at his restaurant. And Atlas, like I said, he's, he a G. He's that dude, He could have killed him. He could have rocked his world,
Wasn't Atlas in the army?
He
or
was in the
something like that?
military, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
He could have beat his ass,
PTSD. La la la, and then boom.
But
that's
he
it.
was like, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person.
I'm just gonna whoop your ass outside real quick.
They went outside, and Ryle sneaks like a side tackle. And he's like, okay. He's like, whatever. He lets him get back up, and then Ryle gives him a little right hook in the jaw or whatever. And he's like, ate that shit, I was like, are you done? You finished?
Damn.
He's like, I liked it better when you fought back. He's like, yeah, well, not fighting. So
It's like I already got
I
her.
already got her. I already beat your ass the first time.
I'm like, why am I gonna fight back? I could just kill you right now.
Like
I got her. I win.
you're at my restaurant. I got like 20 dudes inside. We could just,
That's true.
end this right now.
That's some
Like,
kind of shit. Like you at my restaurant.
So he's like, you ready to have a fucking conversation like men,
Damn.
So he talks to him. He's like, we're together. You're gonna have to deal with this shit. And you know what? You're gonna have to deal with your daughter being in my life. He's like, so we could either be fucking adults about this and do this for the sake of your daughter. He's like, because he's like, me and Lily, this is a real thing. It's not going anywhere. He's like, you just expect me to be okay with you like fucking my ex-wife? He's like, yeah, I do. Because like she has nothing to do with you anymore. He's like, this is what it is, you know. He's like, I'm gonna be around. He's like, you just have to fucking learn to deal with this shit. He's like, stop being a bitch and fucking, you know. He's like, or do you want to keep hitting me? You want to keep fighting? He's like, go ahead. He's like, because the next time, he's like, I'm not gonna hold back.
There you go. As he's walking away, dick down your ass.
he just walks away and takes it from there pretty much. He's still angry. They get his ass into anger management. And Atlas and Lily end up getting married.
Nice.
At the end, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
Nice.
There's a lot more shit that happened, but I'm not going to go into detail like I did last week and shit like that. But I just want to bring up that like I fucking ended up listening to both of the books, and they're actually pretty good, you know?
Yeah. I think my sister said she's listening to reading or listening to the first one. But yeah. Well, obviously she listens to this, so she'll hear that the second one's pretty good too.
Yeah. Hopefully she cuts it out if she doesn't want to hear spoilers before.
Shit. Whoops.
But I think everyone should. I think everyone deserves to be happy. Yeah. You know, and I think that if you are in a situation where it's not good, you know, where things are happening, it's okay to leave.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that you deserve to find someone that's going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated.
Right.
Both sides, male and female.
You trying to leave me?
And it's a lot easier said than done. You know, we don't know the circumstances behind things or anything like that.
Right.
Or how difficult it might be to leave a situation. But I think everybody deserves to find someone that cares about them the way Atlas cares about Lily.
Uh-huh.
And the way Lily cares about Atlas. And at the end of the day, I think we all just want to be loved.
Yeah.
In the way that, whatever way that looks to you, you know? Because the way you feel loved might be different than the way I feel loved.
That's true.
Maybe different than the person that's listening to us.
Yeah. You just got to find where you feel the love at. And you have to find someone that's willing to give you however the way you love.
Right. And that's not an excuse to just fucking leave your relationship because right now in a period you're not happy or whatever.
And don't fucking blame us. If you want to work it out and you could work it out, work it out.
Then work it out.
It takes two to fucking tango. Remember that.
Yeah. Like,
you know,
the honeymoon phase isn't going to last forever.
Right.
You just have to find someone that you're willing to put in that work with.
Yeah. Willing to talk about it.
There's something that
you have to talk.
Right. The actor that plays Ryle, who also directed the movie, he was doing an interview.
I'm sorry. It's like my first. All right, cool. All right, and then I'm gonna smack the shit out of her right here. You make sure you catch this angle, because I'm unless I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
It'll be good, but
it's gonna be good.
He was talking about, it's not my job to make my wife happy. It's not my wife's job to make me happy. Happiness starts with us, and then it's our job as a couple to make sure that we are happy as a couple. You know? Like, it's not your job to make sure that Diana is happy.
Right.
You know? It's not her job to make sure that you are happy. It's each other's job to make sure you guys are content and that as a couple, you guys both work mutually to make sure that your relationship is good and happy.
Right. Because if she's unhappy, how am I going to expect to get any kind of happiness out of her if she's unhappy?
Right. And if you're unhappy, vice versa, you know, like your happiness can't be tied down to an individual.
Right.
It can be a part of it, they can make you happy, but your source of happiness should not be defined by this person.
Right.
And I think that's where I failed a lot in relationships,
Mhm.
because I put a lot of my joy into this person. And when it didn't work out, I'm like, I felt like I lost a connection to myself because I didn't know who I was outside of that relationship.
Right.
And that's something that I want to work on and do better at. So where when I do get into my next relationship, I don't become that person again. I don't neglect my friends. I don't cut people out. Like, I'm going to exist as I am. You are just now a part of my life and someone that I'd like to share that with.
Yeah.
You aren't my life. You are
Right.
just an extension or a part of that as well, So, to be determined if that happens, whenever I get into my,
Right.
into my next relationship. Because, like, a lot of people aren't going to be comfortable with me, with 3 of my closest friends being girls,
Right.
And
That's when they have to. It's literally gonna suck, but that's when they're gonna have to trust you.
they're going to have to trust me. And it's at a point where I'm not giving them up for anybody, The 3 of us the 4 of us hadn't had a lot of contact over the last couple of years, and we've rekindled that. And I think we're all at a point where, like, we're not going to let this friendship go again.
Yeah.
And whoever I start dating is just going to have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because there has to be a level of trust and a level of communication from both sides so that they know that, like, there's nothing besides, like, a friendship between all of us.
Yeah.
And just 4 people that love and care for each other and want the best for each other. And if they're uncomfortable with that, or if they don't want that,
What if they don't like me?
I mean, that's a given. You're gonna have to go.
Damn. Shit. It's like you come here to do the pod, but that's it. You gotta leave after that.
It's the same shit. Like with you and Diana. Like if she doesn't like you guys, or you guys,
I could understand why nobody would. I could understand why somebody would not like me. I know the way I talk, the way I.
yeah, but that's
things,
that's a big thing though, because like if the 4 of us can't go out or whatever, then like it's just not. It's never gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you guys have to be best friends or anything like that. I mean, I'd like Diana and her to be friends and shit, But if it's to that point where I'm like, let's go on a double date and she doesn't want to, or she's like, or you guys are like, honestly, we don't fucking like, we don't want to go.
Yeah.
Then it's just gonna be one of those where I'm just gonna have to really think about the relationship, and
you're gonna have to actually sit back and be like, who's really fucking this kind of thing up?
yeah.
But I understand that. At the end of the day, though, it's one of those where it's like, it's I don't know, it's kind of hard. It's because obviously, like, best friends to where it's like, okay, a new relationship, you kind of want to make her happy a little bit,
Right.
and you don't want to fuck up what we have.
But it's that whole thing where, like, from How I Met Your Mother, the porch theory, like
That's true. Yeah.
you want someone who the 4 of us can sit on a porch with at night, like when we're old and not hate each other or whatever. And ultimately, I have to make that decision, I just hope when the time comes, like, it's somebody that we can all see each other, like, doing something with, Like, if we can't take trips together, if we can't fucking do shit together, then, like, maybe it's not the relationship for me.
Yeah.
And I'm at a point where, like, I have to start thinking about these things.
Yeah, because if you're with someone, you're just like, okay, cool. Like, I understand that you want me and you, but you gotta remember, it's like, I have a lot of friends.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna stop seeing them.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to be a part of that group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dating's gonna suck. No, I'm just playing. I think you'll find someone. The people you attract and the people that you go for, typically, you would find someone pretty good and pretty open and not toxic. Because you as a person could kind of see a toxic person.
Yeah, and I think I'm at a point where I'm like, if I see something I don't like, in the beginning already. I'm
You're
just
like red flag. You're
I'm
like,
like I'm
oh, this is the first red flag. Here you go. You can take it back. I don't get away from me.
I'm getting too old to be playing games, and I'm getting too old for the fucking like,
motherfucker. You barely 29.
I'm 28.
28.
28. Damn, bro.
Damn, you right. You right. Your birthday did pass.
28. But still,
Shit.
like, I don't want to. I'm not saying I want to get married and settle down.
28.
But like, I don't have time to be just dating around or dating somebody
Yeah.
just for it to go nowhere. You know.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to though. You
Yeah.
had to put in the work. Unfortunately, you have to.
That's
Now
what I'm
at this
saying.
stage-
Like, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with somebody for 6 months. That from the beginning, I'm like, I already know that I'm not gonna go anywhere with you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cut it.
Yeah. No. Then yeah, like that.
You know.
But
Well, that took a different turn than we were
Right? Fuck.
expecting and shit like that. But
Danny is
Uh,
still looking for a date
I'm
for
still
this
looking for this
wedding.
date for this wedding.
So if you have anyone, and
Y'all
if you
playing
want,
and shit like
if anyone wants to go on this date with this fine young man, hit him up at thembrothers.com.
I have like 4 people I'm talking to right now, but they're all fucking boring to be honest.
boring.
Except for
Damn.
one, but
Are any of them robots?
no, not yet.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
All these profiles have been
This
verified.
is fucking Austin Powers. just gonna rip off her face. Vanessa, you're a fat bot.
Top contender is one that was she was in a stormtrooper costume and she met Giancarlo Esposito, the one
Oh
know,
shit!
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. That's pretty dope. Do you plug our podcast?
That's cool. Maybe if all we talked about was Star Wars, I would have.
Speaking of Star Wars, you heard that Acolyte season 2 is canceled.
Yeah,
Got canceled, I think, like 2 weeks ago or last week or something like that.
I've never seen it. I heard it
It's
was dog
just
shit.
Garbage, bro. It is so. Like, I understand that people are like upset at the Mandalorian season 3 or whatever. It wasn't that great. I enjoyed it because it's Star Wars. I'm one of those people that if the writing's not great, I could still enjoy something
Because it's Star Wars?
because
or-
it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
But when it came to like the Book of Boba Fett, there was like 2 episodes that wasn't Boba Fett at all. It was like one Mandalorian episode and one fucking Luke Skywalker episode.
Okay.
It was weird. But like I said, because it was Star Wars, because the action or whatever, I was okay with it.
Right.
But this one was just bad. I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were trying to do. Things that this supposedly happened like a million years before
Before
the like Star Wars Episode 1 and shit like that.
Okay.
The Phantom Menace. So it was like I said, it was just weird. The things that they did, the way she like turned her crystal into blue to like fucking
Red?
to red and make herself bad and shit. It was just I don't know. It was just a lot of things where I'm just like, this is not good. And
I seen like one fight scene, and the fight scene looked pretty good.
yeah,
But
I think
pretty much all I seen from it.
yeah, it was just not that good. I'm disappointed in it.
I heard a lot of people were.
Yeah,
But
I'm still gonna go to Disney in like 6 months to fucking go to Galaxy's Edge.
yeah, because I
Hell
mean, you
yeah.
love Star Wars.
Love it.
Just because you didn't like the last couple projects doesn't mean that you
Yeah.
don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, the last 3 movies and last they're so God. Fucking Disney, bro. They always fucking everything up.
Lucasfilm. Well, it was Disney.
No, it
but
was
still
Disney. Calm down.
Lucasfilm.
Calm down. What was that?
I
Don't-
mean,
it
George,
was that-
George Lucas
no.
also made the prequels, and the prequels are
Well, the prequels are good.
I
Well,
mean, they're okay.
what was it Star Wars: The Last Jedi? Is that what it?
Are you talking about the latest sequel?
Yeah, the latest
the
sequels.
latest 3.
Yeah. Was it?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I forgot.
Those are bad.
I like the first one. The first one that came out was that episode 7
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
of the new
of the
era?
new era. I didn't mind that one. I
Yeah,
liked. I
it
liked
was-
that
I
one.
didn't mind it. I stood to watch because it was something new again. But after that, it just turned into garbage.
I didn't like the second one, and I hated the last one.
Haven't seen the last one. I literally I started it I just can't finish it because of the things that I'm just already seeing at the
Yeah.
beginning, and I'm just like, why? How? This is it's dumb. There's fucking ships in the world, and he just brings them all up like nothing happens. It's just like, God, this is so. I don't know, man. God damn it.
All right. Let's do Am I the asshole?
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Am I the asshole if I don't tell my new girlfriend I slept with her sister before we met?
Wow. But before we met, okay.
All right.
I don't know. Let's see.
So I have a new girlfriend. Been together 6 months. She recently went on a vacation with her family, and when she got back, she showed some pics they took, and I recognized her sister. See, her sister and I used to be friends with benefits back in college. It was nothing serious, and it didn't even last too long, like less than 3 months. This happened about 2 years ago. I didn't know this was her sister because I never knew what her sister's last name was. Now here's the part where I'm feeling a bit conflicted. See, she has a male friend who made me a bit uncomfortable with how close he is to my girlfriend, and he is a bit of a fuckboy. I tried to talk to my girlfriend about it, and she asked, I tried to talk to my girlfriend about it and asked if she had fooled around with him. It wasn't a deal breaker, but I still wanted to know. She said, "The past is the past, and I'm not gonna tell you what I did, and don't want to know what you did before me." I'm feeling a bit conflicted because of this. I feel like I should tell her, because I'm sure the sister would tell her either way. But this may be the petty part of me talking. She says she doesn't want to know, and the past is the past, right? Before you get there, there's an update.
Oh, shit. Okay. This is actually a good update this time.
It's a long update, so we'll see.
Okay.
Things didn't go well when I tried to tell her. I asked her if she remembered what she said about past sexual experiences. She got mad. She got mad at me. She said, "I already told you the past doesn't matter." I tried to tell her that this was really important, and she told me that she promised herself she was gonna be with someone who's insecure. Wait, what? Yeah, herself. She wasn't gonna be with someone who's insecure about who she slept with or her body count. Damn. She told me that I need to grow up. I just blurted out, "I slept with your sister." After some silence, I explained everything. I explained everything and how this was before we met. She took it. It's not that good. We had a long talk about how comfortable she would feel. What would happen if I met her family? What if her parents found out? What if the rest of her family did? Could she really handle being at the altar with me in front of her sister next to her? With her sister next to her, knowing me and her had slept together. She told me she just felt gross. She told me that she didn't know if she could shake this feeling off, so we decided to break up. I don't know. This was just a mess.
But the past is the past. Nah, though, I don't know. I think he dodged a bullet.
I think he dodged a huge bullet
I think she a low-key hoe.
because the way she was acting from the jump, she definitely fucked the dude.
Yeah.
100% she fucked
Yeah.
dude. And 100% she done got dogged down in college probably.
Probably. Most likely. And then she says body count.
Now,
I'm sorry. From what I see on Instagram and all that, it's like when somebody says,
that's a
"Don't
hot
worry about,"
topic right there.
don't. Yeah, I know, right? When somebody says, "Don't worry about my body count," it's just like
It's probably because it's high.
it
And they know it's high.
a bit high, a bit high.
Now you're a bit of a hoe yourself.
Dang, was
Was a bit of a hoe
I
yourself.
ain't about that life.
But just the reaction alone from her acting this way, from him trying to tell her something, just proves that like she knows that if she opens up about it, he wouldn't fuck with her anymore.
Yep, because she
Meaning-
would know that nasty
Meaning that
shit.
she knows that she wouldn't even feel comfortable being with someone that did what she did. Now, him wanting to open up about it, I get it, because you're gonna see the sister probably very frequently
Right.
from time to time or whatever.
One sister looking at his dick.
And you won't even be able to be in a room alone with her without the sister feeling like you guys are about to fuck.
Yep.
And what if you guys all go on vacation together and the sister just sneaks in your room? Maybe you're staying in separate bedrooms. You know, you think it's the other sister. She starts sucking you off. You know, and then bing bang boom. You know. Then the sister walks in.
All right, Danny, you need to stop like having these fantasies.
I'm just saying this is a very real scenario that can happen here.
You need to stop fucking watching them scenario porns.
But just the reaction she had where she's like, she can't shake the feeling, or she doesn't know if she could she doesn't know if she could stand at the altar with her sister being next to her, knowing that she had fucked her man. Like,
right. No, yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, they couldn't do that. They couldn't be together still because of what happened. But I still think he dodged the bullet.
I think he did dodge a bullet.
Shit, ho.
And at the end of the day, you know, if you know you're not gonna be comfortable with it, it's not gonna work out. If you're gonna be walking on eggshells the entire time you're around her family, like just cut it loose. It's probably better.
Maybe just go back to fucking the sister.
Hey,
yo,
you know, maybe
she was better. Never know.
You were only with the sister for 6 months.
Is it?
Might as well go back to the other sister.
Right? No,
maybe try the mom.
Damn.
Hey, I mean,
shit. You might as well. At that point, you might as well just be like, you know what?
2 out of 3.
Let's keep it in the family. You know? I would try it. Would you try it?
Depends on how she looks.
Why not? Just to see how it feels.
Maybe
everything that the sisters learned, they all got it. And the mom just like fucking mastered it. You a nasty mom. All right, let's do pick your poison.
All right, pick your poison.
There's one that says the judge. So obviously it'll be, since this is a game where supposedly a judge was supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
Whoever, it'll be like basically me doing it to you. No homo.
Okay. I guess I'll understand when we get there. Pick your poison. Only be able to sleep with people you find unattractive.
Or open your laptop in the meeting only to discover that porn is playing in full volume. So yeah. Basically opening up your phone and I hear put it in my ass.
Just like
or just what was it?
Only be able to sleep with people you find unattractive.
There you go. Damn, boy, you're going to be having a lot of people.
I'm going to have to pick this one, the unattractive.
Yeah.
Because I can't open my shit in the office and just
I could do it.
Fucking,
I think I could do it. I'd laugh about it.
I think, your job, they'd laugh about it.
No,
with you
even if
like
I was in the meeting, I think I could do it. But like, what were you doing? You know what I was doing, obviously. I was nervous. What you want me to do? I was scared. So you're gonna pick the.
I think I'm gonna pick the. No, you know what, man?
No, go ahead. Sleep with people.
No, you know what? I'm gonna fucking open it in the meeting. You know, I'll just try to make light of it. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This meeting was scary. I just had to rub one out. I forgot to close it.
Like, I forgot I opened up my fucking, Safari app.
Jessica
and it was
walked
just
in.
It was just.
Jessica walked in. You know how ugly that bitch looked. Come on, man. You gotta understand. It just went off.
Like, I was doing it this morning, then I was running late, and then I just forgot to close out the tab. It was just...
It's fucked up.
Stuff happens.
All
right. Pick your poison. Eat a human heart.
Or have the judge pee directly into your mouth.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah. So
I'm eating the heart.
You don't want me to pee in your mouth?
I'm eating the heart.
Fucking loser.
I was grill that shit up like a steak or something. Just fucking.
That would were cool, bro. You're not gonna let me pee in your mouth.
Are you gonna pick?
Eat the hearts.
R. Kelly in your mouth or something like.
Jesus.
Was that not him?
Well, that was.
All right, pick your poison.
I like this one.
Amputate a friend's leg without painkillers,
or stick a needle in your eye. It's either you hate me or you love me.
You know, I'm going with the scenario here. You have to have your leg amputated. Like, we're camping or something, and the leg's gotta go.
So you just want to cut off my leg?
I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, I'm gonna do the right thing and help you out here, and just amputate your leg.
So you're not gonna put a needle in your eye. You're gonna make me fucking stub. You're gonna make me walk with a stub.
Think of a Herschel from The Walking Dead. Like it.
I'm not that fucking wise.
The scenario.
I'm not old.
No, you remember he got bit in the leg. Rick had to cut the leg. There was no other choice.
Okay, imagine there's no scenario. Imagine somebody just says, "Here,
it's just the option.
Stick this needle in your eye or cut off your friend's leg."
I mean, in that case, then obviously I'm gonna cut off your leg.
What the?
All right, all right. So no scenario, just
no
someone
scenario.
just like either chop his leg off or
stick this needle in your eye,
or I'm gonna kill both of you or whatever. Yeah. Fine, I'm sticking the needle in my eye.
I don't believe you now.
I'm not. I
don't believe you.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna stick the needle in my eye. 5 minutes ago. Now I'm gonna cut off your fucking leg.
But to be fair, you wouldn't be able to take painkillers either way,
Oh, what?
So like either way, it's gonna have to be amputated, right? Like without anything.
We're gonna talk about this after the podcast.
I'll make sure the knife is nice and hot. It's gonna be a lightsaber, pretty much.
Don't bring Star Wars into this, you son of a bitch.
All right, last one.
All right, we got eating crumbs on the table and shit. I hope it was crumbs.
That's my
was
nut.
it semen?
Have you seen that? I think I sent that to you, didn't I?
Oh, the toaster strudel.
He's like, here, I make this for you. It took me 3 hours to make it.
Yeah, it takes like 5 minutes in the toaster.
Like 5 minutes. She bites it. It's a little salty. Like usually these are sweet. What is this? Like, it's my nut.
That's it. It's great.
I was dying for anyways. Pick your poison. Accidentally grab crazy glue instead of lube.
Or be unable to sleep with someone until you drink a glass of their urine.
I'm gonna say something.
Say it. Let them cook.
Let me land. There are certain people that are attractive enough where I'm just like, I will drink your bath water. So I think I could muster up the courage to.
Have you got peed on?
No, I haven't.
You're fucking lying.
No, nothing. But no bodily fluids like that.
No.
But I'm just saying, accidentally grab crazy glue instead of lube. What if it's one of those weeks where I didn't shave or nothing like that?
So you're gonna drink somebody's pee to have sex with them?
It's just gonna have to be somebody that I'm just so attracted to that I'm like, I'll do anything. I'm gonna have to get into that freaky side, like where you said about the gym, get into that dark side. I'm gonna have to.
So you could get into the freaky
side. I'm
side.
gonna have to tap into that.
You could get into the just fucking pee in my mouth side.
When you get the euphoria, sometimes you just do some crazy shit.
I can understand that. I ain't doing that for real.
In real life. This is just a
pretty,
scenario.
You know what?
Here,
I'm pretty sure you would do it.
Real life is different. Scenario wise,
from past fucking podcasts, you're one of those people that you probably pee on feet and get off of that, don't
disgusting. You? But I do love me some feet.
All right, so I would take drink the urine because ripping off the skin ripping off the skin off your dick is a little.
Who uses lube and shit? I go raw
yeah, right.
Skin
maybe
to,
back
skin
then,
to skin,
maybe back then when they didn't know what a razor or a trimmer was. It's although the bush would dry them out and shit like that.
Know, but
I never used lube before.
I never used lube.
I tried lotion once. It was just this is a waste of lotion. This was just I stopped. I couldn't finish. It was just not fun.
You get that post-nut clarity before you know. You're just like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm never gonna do this and just wash my hands and fucking.
Yeah, and then now I got lotion on my dick, and I'm just
now I gotta fucking clean this. How?
This was a waste. This was the waste of time.
You're just disappointed.
I found such a good video. This is the younger me. Yeah, it's the cochino me.
All right, I think we're gonna.
Yes, we'll end it at that.
There.
Oh,
go ahead.
Just if anybody likes clothing, All American Roughnecks are coming out with some shit. They're coming out with the preview today, but Sunday today, but the actual release is Thursday. This is one of his shirts. It's an oversized. He calls it drop shoulder, so it's one of the oversized tees. It says squat. He's coming out with his fall release right now. Looks fucking good. I always like all his stuff. I've been getting his stuff for the last couple of years now. So if anybody's willing to actually go to there.
Do they have any discounts or promos or anything like that?
Yeah, the like athlete codes, shit like that.
Do you know any off the top of your head?
I have one. I think it's like Keith or something like that, who I use because I like the guy. He's like in his 40s or something. This guy fucking works out. This guy's huge. Better yet, let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's see if I could find it. All right, I do not have it, unfortunately.
All right. Well, they're out there. If you want something, just
Yeah.
look up their athletes, I guess, and their athletes.
Yeah,
have
just
discount
look up
codes
their
or whatever.
athletes and then it'll be all good. You'll find the discounts and shit like that for them. But yeah, like I said.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna end it there.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode.
Oh, next week we will have a guest on.
Oh yeah.
We had him on before. It will be Junior.
Yeah.
Will be on next week. He's been doing some good things with his life, so we're just gonna talk about how he's been doing good and all that shit. And
Yeah.
then we're gonna talk about some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random shit or whatever.
Random shit.
We'll think. But yeah, thank you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This episode was kind of all over the place.
Yeah. But this
Not
is
really. It was just too
No,
pretty much
hey,
too many
like I
topics.
said,
kinda.
this is what the podcast is. This is us just talking.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys got something from the conversation that we had. And
Yes. And then go back to pick your poison.
yeah,
Tell your friends and family what would they do. Maybe you'll get different answers.
yeah, you know, go to your mom, go to your grandma, ask her. You know,
Yeah. And then go to your asshole. Go your asshole. Go to pay. Am I the asshole?
right.
And then listen to that. Hear us talk about it. Do you guys feel the same way about it?
Yeah. So if you guys have anything else, you know, leave it down in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if there's anything else you guys want to see or hear or whatever.
Yes.
And yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. So
Yep.
thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys next week.
All right. Love yous.
Bye.